buddy. This is the first time seeing the statistics, so I don't think they matter. They say statistics are for losers. I don't know why I'm looking at it. I guess because we're a loser. Certainly disappointing. Very difficult to win a football game when you spot a team 21 points and it's turnover central in the first half. That was disappointing. We couldn't stop them, but they were having a tough time stopping us when we'd hang on to it, and that was the disappointing thing. If we just hang on to the ball, I think we give ourselves a chance, and we didn't do that. But I'm really proud of the resilience and the toughness that our guys showed, finding a way to crawl back into that thing. We were down 10 points there late in the fourth quarter. Didn't look great, but nobody wavered. They kept fighting, and we hit that touchdown pass and then got the turnover, which was huge. Unfortunately, when we had a chance to put it away in regulation, got down to the 6-yard line and couldn't score and had to settle for a field goal and go into overtime. And they just made the plays. There were times we blocked really well. Other times, certainly that last set of downs in the overtime period, first and second down, we went backwards, and that put us really in a bad situation. And they beat some blocks, and so that they made the plays that they needed to make. And credit to them. They're a well-coached football team. Eric does such a good job. He's really good at what he does. They got good players, and they played a really outstanding football game offensively, and made it really hard on us. Missed a lot of tackles. That was disappointing. We missed 3 in the game last week, or the last time we played. I bet we missed 23 today, maybe more. But anyway, I'm proud of our guys for the effort they gave in getting our team back into it, having a chance to win the game, and ultimately just disappointed that we weren't able to find a way. So, is this even on?
It is. It's picking up for.
All right.
Ken, you want to start us off?
Sure, Coach. Ken Kreitzer, CamVets Media. Just what was different today? You had a tremendous performance 2 weeks ago at Kansas State. What was different today? Cale Helms obviously struggled today. Dwayne Coleman went in. But what was different today than 2 weeks ago?
Offensively, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I think we consistently moved the ball when we didn't turn the ball over. I think there was a point up into the third quarter where I believe we scored every drive that we didn't turn the ball over. So we were moving the ball. Just the turnovers. I mean, the one was a contact fumble, which is unforgivable. The amount of energy that I have put into ball security from the Sunday after Tarleton State to running with 2 hands on the ball, and he didn't. And I will tell you, I kept pulling guys out of the game when they didn't have 2. I said, get him out. They didn't have 2 hands on him, get him out. I mean, the ball is way too valuable, proven by the 3 turnovers in the first half. If we don't turn the ball over those 3 times, maybe we win a game, maybe not. We give ourselves a heck of a lot better chance. The one that he pitched to Noah, he missed a read, so put the ball on the back stomach, and he didn't hand it off. He should have. So then he pitched off the same guy. So the pitch key's out a little bit wider. So Noah wasn't looking for the ball. He was trying to get leverage on the pitch key. Wasn't looking for the ball. It hit Noah, and it's just 2 really difficult, difficult plays to live with. The interception. We're just throwing a route over there to Brady. I don't know. I mean, I thought Brady had a chance. Maybe the kid made a great play on the ball. I don't know. Anyway, those 3 turnovers were huge, and that's the difference. a week ago or 2 weeks ago when we played Kansas State. We had the squib kick, which turned into an onside kick, and then we had the interception at the end of the game. We didn't turn the ball over on offense. And you know what's important about turnovers is in those situations is their offense, Kansas State's offense, would have been on the field after that play had it not been for those turnovers. So those were two big plays. And same thing for us. Our offense would have been on the field the next play had it not been for those turnovers. Would have given ourselves a chance. But turnovers, just at times poor execution with blocking, and we had some opportunities to pop some runs out of there and couldn't finish blocks. Certainly, we're going to see some missed assignments here and there. But on defense, we just gave up way too many yards on first down. I was tracking it in the first half, and just first downs, +5, +5, +4, +10, +3, a holding call, and then +8, +6, +11, +3, +12, +6, +6, 3 incompletes. 2 of those were on the goal line. So, just giving up way too many yards on first down, and that makes it a lot easier on second, third down. The whole playbook opens up when it's 2nd and 3. And so we weren't doing a very good job of getting off blocks, and we did a good job running the football. There's a lot of things that happened 2 weeks ago didn't happen in the game today. But that said, still we're in position.
Coach, you're down 28-7, and Dwayne Coleman went in at quarterback, and he gets a 17-yard touchdown pass to Samari Howard, and then soon after he gets the 5-yard run, running a 75-yard drive, 17 plays, and then he went obviously the 68-yard touchdown to Brady Anderson. How do you evaluate his play? Did he bring energy to the team? Did he play the way you kind of expected him to play this year?
I guess he played the way we hoped he would. I thought he did a really good job. And as good as Kale played in the last game, he started off this game just really struggled. And we want to continue to give him a chance. We didn't want to give him the hook immediately. Just that doesn't help anybody's confidence. And sometimes guys make mistakes. It just comes a point where there's one too many, and it's time to allow somebody else to be able to play. And I thought Dwayne did a really good job. He was ready, he was prepared, and went in and performed very well. There's things that when he was in there that we'll see on film that we'll wish he may have done differently or done a little better with, but he's not the only one. There's 11 guys out there. All 11 guys, we're going to find ways they could have played better, things they could have done better.
I'm good, thanks, Coach.
Go ahead, Sal.
Coach, did you think about a quarterback change after the second turnover, or no?
No, I mean, I think the guy competed so well and so hard against Kansas State. I mean, he performed really, really well. And I think he's capable of being a good quarterback and being that guy that we saw. But like I said, we just didn't want to give him the hook right away. We really wanted to give him a chance to overcome some mistakes. And in 2020, we're out here against Georgia Southern, and Tyler, I think, had turned it over 2 or 3 times. And we went in at halftime, and we make a change. Said, you're going to be the quarterback, and you're going to go get us through this thing. And he did, and he ended up winning the football game. So I trust him. I trust Kale. He just wasn't playing very good. So, that happened at other positions too. Guys weren't playing as well, and put other guys in. And it's noticeable, certainly, when it's the quarterback, but he just didn't play a great game.
How much did Weaver being not able able to play after that penalty affect you guys on defense in the pass defense in Commas and also being banged up and not returning?
Yeah, guys are starters for a reason. I don't know that it changed entirely what we wanted to do defensively. Perhaps maybe there's some things that those guys were in the game we feel better about calling than when they're not. But there's things when those other guys come in that may feel better about calling when the starters aren't. So those guys are both their backups, Stephen Adozie and having Jabril go in there, or Jackson Hammond, the guys that took the place. We got a lot of confidence in those guys. So it wasn't just them. They didn't punt the whole day. Neither did we, but they didn't punt the whole day. We couldn't get them off the field. They could stop them twice on 4th down. Eric told me. But other than that, we couldn't stop them.
In overtime, when Dwayne goes down, it looked like a cramp. Was he available to go back in, or was there that he was not available to go back in?
He was not.
Okay. Thank you.
Coach, you got a game in 5 days. What are you taking away from this positively? You made a great comeback, get to overtime, which you lost, but you've lost 2 games now in OT. There will be 3-0.
I'm positively pissed off. That's what I'm positive about. And we're going to try to do our very best tomorrow to get what's broken fixed, the errors we made repaired, try to play better fundamentally. That's blocking and sustaining blocks. It's getting off blocks and making tackles, and it's taking care of the ball. And we didn't do any of those consistently enough today to win the football game. And there were times that we did those things, and there were times where we didn't. But there's no one person, there's no one phase to blame. It was all of us. And I am really proud of our guys for the toughness that they showed, because they kept fighting. Nobody sacked the bats, and it certainly looked bleak there. A lot of people probably are like, "Hey, this thing's over," but our guys never felt that way. That's just not the way they operate here. And they kept fighting and gave us a chance. We had a chance in regulation. We had a chance to go win the game, and we had to settle for a field goal. And credit to North Texas, they stopped us. There was a first scoring drive where we kicked a field goal and didn't score a touchdown, and that's what they needed to do to win the game. And it's credit to them. All credit to those guys. They got good, tough players. Their players played really hard. Eric's got them playing really hard, and they're really good at what they do. So
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah.
Coach, this season, especially in the overtimes, every time you guys get in the red zone, you've been having to settle for field goals. Is there 1 or 2 things that you've been seeing that is preventing you guys from just getting it across that goal line?
Oh, yeah, blocking. That's how you get the ball across the end zone. We got to block. And we haven't blocked well enough in some of those moments to be able to score a touchdown. A week ago against Kansas State, we did. Got down there, made touchdowns, blocked them, and got in the end zone. Just didn't do it today. Didn't do it today when we needed to on that last drive. But again, you guys can correct me. I haven't looked at the stats, and I don't have a memory like an elephant. But I think when we got it down there, we scored touchdowns. On most of our drives. We got stopped out there late in the game on the 4th down. I'm not sure if Noah caught that pass. Did Noah catch that pass? Did it skip off the ground, or did he really catch it? You guys see the replay? We went fast because I don't think he caught it.
Oh, no, that wasn't. Yeah, it was ruled a catch, but
It was ruled a catch, but
but
I
it
thought it hit the ground.
It hit the ground.
And I thought if we huddled up and went
Yeah.
really slow, that they would review it and
Yeah.
overturn it. It would've been 4th and 10. So instead, we're sitting there 4th and 1. So we hurried up, and we called the play where the quarterback was gonna run the ball, and we shot the A gap and tackled us for a loss. but I think that's the only time, that I'm aware of that we got stopped, so.
Anything else in the room before we go to Zoom?
I got one right there. Coach, yeah, I know it was a tough loss today. How do you hope to recover after such a close loss like that?
Well, I hope we'll have a good practice tomorrow. I'll just settle for that.
Yep.
And that's what we intend to do. We'll bring the whole team in here tomorrow, and we'll have our normal Sunday. Our guys are gonna get treatment. They're gonna lift. We're gonna have a team meeting and talk about the game. We're gonna go in the position rooms, and we're gonna correct mistakes. And we're gonna turn on the film from East Carolina, and we're gonna start the game plan, give those guys initially, our report on East Carolina, and we're gonna go see if we can get prepared for them, because it's gonna happen quick. So by the time we get in here tomorrow, we're gonna be 4 days away from a game, and we gotta put this behind us, learn from it, put it behind us. But they're hard. Our guys are competitive and they care. They're really invested, and losing a game is really hard. And losing a game like we did today, it's hard. But we got to find a way to recover and have some resiliency and mental toughness. And so I'll count on our guys to do that. But recovery, like I said, how do you recover? We'll have a good practice the next day and see if we can improve.
We're gonna do 2 on Zoom. Joe Iacano, you can start with Coach.
Well, Coach Monken, I know, and you already mentioned this, you and the staff really emphasize fundamentals, ball security, tackling, not letting Army beat Army. Yet there were all the things that we saw today, right? 3 fumbles, 2 lost, an interception, inordinate amount of missed tackles, front 7 really struggling to get off of blocks. With the amount of emphasis that the staff places on that, I guess 2-part question. A, how frustrating is that? And B, any idea how you can get that turned around in the next 4 or 5 days?
Nobody's more frustrated than our players. They want to make plays. They care. One thing is for sure, our guys are tough as hell. To be able to get down 21-0 and come back and have a chance to win the football game before time expired, and then have a chance again in overtime, they're tough as hell. So it's not toughness or want to or effort. It is execution of the fundamentals. And we've just got to continue to teach those things and try to get them to play with those fundamentals that they've been trained to play with, whether it be defeating a block, taking the proper angle, tackling and finishing a tackle. They all have different job descriptions and duties and skill sets that they have to have, and it's working those fundamentals just with vigilance over and over and over again. And it's on offense, it's blocking with our feet and hands, and blocking the right guy, and taking good angles and good footwork and pad level. It's all those things, and we work really hard at it. I know other teams work hard at it too, but the thing about it is that team that we played, and most teams we play, the teams we're going to play the rest of the season, are all well coached. They're talented. They got guys on scholarship too, and so that they're putting up a fight. They want to win. They're competitive people, and it's finding a way to execute those fundamentals against guys that are playing with good fundamentals themselves and good pad level and doing it better. And North Texas did it better today. They won the football game. They earned the victory, and for as many things as we did poorly, that's not an excuse. They won the game. They made the plays they needed to make, and I give them credit. The toughness that they showed, being up like they were, being up 10 points, fumbling the ball, really the momentum and the just the energy really shifted to our sideline and our team. But they found a way, and I got great respect for Coach Morris, and just really commend their football team. Congratulate them on a great win.
And my follow-up and final question, the last play of the game, the 4th and 5 that was just over nose head in the back of the end zone. Any thought given to potentially running the ball there, or were you guys going pass all the way on that one?
Yeah, we certainly gave it some thought. First down, we, I think, gained 0. Second down, -1. We were running the ball. Third down, we ran it. We ran a boot play. We got the quarterback out there and he ran for some yards. And we're sitting there at 4th and 5. So the first 2 times in that series, we gained -1 on 2 carries. And yes, we always think about running the football, but what our hope is that we would get out on the perimeter, and several times today, we got out on the perimeter on those boot plays, action one way and boot back the other, and we were able to run for some yards. And so we thought maybe at the worst, he might be able to pull it down and knife through there and get another first down and give ourselves another set of downs to try to get in the end zone. And, they did a good job of getting back out there and getting some leverage on it. I thought he had a look at Noah and just threw it a little bit high. It sailed a little bit on him, and he may not have gotten his hips and shoulders around where he was facing the receiver. I think he probably was kind of running toward the sideline and had his hips open to the sideline. It's hard to throw across your body real accurately. I'll have to look at the film to see it, but we had a chance, and wasn't like he was wide open, but I think just giving him a chance there, Noah might have been able to come down with it. Guys do that all the time on ESPN highlights, so I was hoping we might hit a highlight there. But Joe, we always think about running the football, and I think about the series right there at the end of regulation. We were out of timeouts, and if we run the ball, we got no timeouts. I think it was 24 seconds. Second down, we're gonna run the ball, try to run it one time, then we were gonna have to go up there and kill the clock on 3rd down, and then kick a field goal on 4th. Instead, if we throw it on 2nd down, throw it on 3rd down, we're giving ourselves 2 chances to score a touchdown rather than 1. If we ran the ball on 2nd down, there's gonna be all in. You run the ball, if you don't get it, then you're settling for a field goal and giving up 3rd down. And I didn't want to give up a down. They're just way too valuable. And so, unfortunately, we weren't able to execute there and get the ball in the end zone.
Thanks, Coach Monken.
Thank you.
And to wrap us up, Ken McMillan.
Jeff, a question about Dwayne. Can you speak about Dwayne's ability to guide this team from the abyss today? Also coming so close to that touchdown at the end of the 4th quarter, and what will determine whether it's Dwayne or Kale on Thursday?
I'm really proud of Dwayne to come off the bench and lead our team like he did. He really did a great job this afternoon. Made some really good plays, and certainly that big throw to Brady Anderson. Brady made a great catch and outran those guys, that was thrilling to see him do that. I didn't know he could, and he was able to get in the end zone. Dwayne made some really good plays. We'll determine who the quarterback's going to be as we go through the week. I don't know where we're at with that right now, but I know we're going to need both of them. I think I said that earlier this week in the press conference, that we're going to need both of those quarterbacks. We needed them both today, and as poorly as Kale played in the first half, he had to come in there in the overtime, and we told him just keep yourself ready and be ready to go. So that was one other question about the goal line. I'm not sure if that was all thrown in with everything else, but if you want to repeat that part of it, I'll try to answer that for you, Ken.
I was just, for Dwayne came that close to winning the game in regulation. If it wasn't for that one tip, a great defensive play, and then the ball going off Brady's hands in the end zone. You were that close.
Yeah, we were pretty close, but as they say, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. We weren't playing either one of those today.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.